Hi, everybody. We're back at it with another story. This is more of a folklore ish type story, Cryptid. Um, and it's out of this book again. Still, there's so many we're going to have. Um, Probably till the end of March or April. We'll be still getting stories out of this book. The book is by Charles J. Adams III, and he went around and got these accounts from the residents of Berks County. Today's going to be a story about the wild man of northern Berks. It's similar to other tales of Bigfoot. So I'm going to try my darndest and we'll
Hopefully the
see.
cats won't bother us.
Yeah. My husband Mark, he's going to tell the tale, and I am going to try to illustrate the wild man of northern Berks. And here we go.
As anyone who has ever spent the night in a deep forest knows, the sounds of nature at night can be alarming. The slightest crack of a branch or plaintive wisp of wind through the leaves can rip through the darkness like thunder. The cry of nocturnal creature torments the mind and provides for a restless, if not sleepless, night. Indeed, the forest harbors many sources of mystery and misunderstanding. A precious law, or few of us truly commune with nature, while many of us make occasional token pilgrimages into the wilds in a noble attempt to pay homage to the wilderness. Many of Berks County's oldest legends evolved from the forest of early Berks, or portion of Penn's Woods, which was dense, unexplored, and inhabited by wild beasts and Native Americans, all neatly disposed of by encroaching civilization. Still today, the woodlands of Berks provide their stories, three of which we will examine in this segment. We credit the first story to noted folklorist and former historical society curator Dr. Alfred L. Shoemaker, who in turn credits its origin to Herbert Kaufman of Charlottesville. With apologies to the abominable snowman of Asia and Bigfoot of the American Northwest, let us now unravel the legend of the wild man of North Berks. A group of turn of the century hunters trekked deep into the woods of the Blue Mountain, north of Charlottesville, in search of the stout, plentiful deer which roamed the hillsides of the country's northern fringe. The men were veterans of many expeditions into the forest, so they were well familiar with the tracks of the densities of the deep woods. The words they used back in those days, I tell you. They undoubtedly knew that mountain was at one time home for wolves, mountain lions, bears, lynx, and many more species driven to the extinction in this area. But one set of footprints they came upon that particular day defied identification and presented a challenge to the sportsman. And as much as they sought the mysterious prey with large human like feet, no quarry could be found. A few days after this first safari, one of the men decided to return to the same spot to try his luck at locating the strange animal. The hunter positioned himself so he could survey the immediate area and awaited the arrival of the baffling beast. The sun had set and the forest was changing its scenario and cast of characters for its twilight show. Suddenly, the solitude of the evening was disrupted by the rustling of the freshly fallen autumn leaves. Something was approaching. He knew it was not a deer, Dr. Shoemaker writes. He took aim, but before he could pull the trigger, the animal was upon him. From his back it tore his hunting pouch, and in a second the mysterious animal was gone. Then there was silence. Within days, the man and others returned to the site of the attack, but there was no further activity from within the woods, and no sight of the mysterious creature. The following spring, Henry Fink, while hunting, came to a large spring. Dr. Shoemaker continues, heading toward it for a drink of cool water, he spied a strange form in the bushes. It was shaped something like a human, being only it was much, much larger. Frightened, Fink carefully retraced his steps, and once out of sight of the creature, he rushed home. A later investigation by Fink and some brave friends turned up some footprints similar to, but much larger than, a human's. The creature was not seen on the Fink's party's second hike into the woods and has not been reported since. But the story preserved through years has taken its place as one of the most interesting legends of our northern woods.
Is that the end?
Yep.
This one's taken me a bit longer. Trying to get a little bit better with what we're talking about. So this guy really isn't attacking the hunter, but I can't imagine what was going through that hunter's head, having something big and hairy and something you've never seen before be on top of you. He probably thought he wasn't going to make it out of there alive. And luckily for him, he did. I don't know if I would have wanted to go back there and see this thing coming at me, but I don't know. I've not told too many people. I've had an encounter where I didn't physically see Bigfoot, but he made his presence known. And I don't know what I would have felt or done if I would have actually physically seen him, because my encounter was scary enough without the sight of the big hairy man. And my encounter had been in Oklahoma. I will talk about that in another time, but he seems to be making his presence known in a lot of different states, and I just maybe one day would like to see, not up close and personal, but catch a glimpse, and hopefully it isn't one has had a bad day. Yeah, that would get interesting. But I know Mark has ambitions to see one, encounter one at least. But yeah, I don't know that I would want to actually be up close and personal with the big hairy man, or as in this book they call him the wild man in northern Berks. But there's our Bigfoot guy. Best that I could do. The story was a little bit shorter than my sketch was long, so I hope this is okay for you guys. Like I said, I'm no professional, but maybe one day I could get Bigfoot to pose for me. He could be my Mona Lisa. Anywho, I also wanted to say in this video that I'm going to try a few other things in between these stories. Because like if my husband's not available or whatever, I'm going to just throw in little blurbs here and there of things. I come across this engrave and learn. It's called sketch. It's like scratch and reveal. And what it is you take, like they show in here in this illustration, is I got this at a yard sale, so it was missing the scratch tool. But what it is, let's see if I can show you here. This is one I started. Pardon the cough. It is a bear. And I don't know if you can see how shiny that is. And then down here at the bottom, I hadn't finished it. Right here. This whole area here hasn't been finished. And once I finish that, I might even do shorts on this. I'm not too sure yet. There's all different kinds. And then they tell you about the animals in here. Here's this one. Is a sea otter. Another one. This is deer. Now this one will probably have a purple background because that's what it's showing. That it looks purplish. And of course my favorite. Let's see. What's this? Oh no, actually this is a red fox. At first I thought it was wolves. And that one's in purple. And here we go. The wolf. Wolves. That's also in purple. And sorry for the delay. It's hard to get these pages going. A hawk. And this is in blue. So when you scratch that, it'll all come through blue on black. See what other ones we have here. This one's going to be pretty. Horses. And I do believe that is it. Yes. So, on this, let me show you here. On this one, I'll show you a little bit of what happens here. And don't mind my tool, because it isn't actually a scratchy tool. It is actually a dentist tool. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Okay. Anyway, you scratch. What you do when you scratch over that, you reveal the metal look underneath. You can hear me scratching here. And what I'll do is, well, you're actually supposed to take this to get all those metal flakes off. But what I'll do is, like, once I get these done, I'll do a giveaway. All you have to do is comment, like, and be subscribed to my channel. And I will pick a winner. And these take a little bit of time to do. That's why I did as much of this one as possible. But it's fun. I mean, it's something that kind of a therapeutic type of thing. Cats don't bother me through this, which I'm surprised. But see, it doesn't take too long to get it to go through here and get most of it done. But like I said, I might just, as soon as I'm done with one, and I have, or maybe as soon as I'm done with the book, I can pick more than one winner. And I can let that, you know, tell me what they want, or do like number 1 is going to be the bear, number 2 is going to be the fox, things like that. Do it somewhat like that. Maybe that's more fair than having people pick. And then you just brush it off. And now this one is complete. And hopefully you can see the metal look on that bear. It is a pretty picture. Wish I could get it all in. Maybe this way a little bit, even though it's sideways. But yeah, that's one of the things I'd like to do. Also, I have another project coming. We just had our wedding anniversary and we ate at Cracker Barrel. And I saw this, and my husband, he bought it for me. And it's a paint with water. Good old Bob Ross. And it's happy little... Wait, let me show you over here. It's happy little trees. And what this is a book. I don't know if you've ever had them when you were growing up, but I've had them where you would have this, it looked like a coloring book, but all you had to do was dip your paintbrush in water and then go over the page and the page magically appeared. This is like an adult one, because these are all the scenes that are in this book. And they're beautiful pictures. Now I've never done the adult one. It comes with its own paintbrush. God, I can't get out of here. There we go. But that's what that looks like. And also in here it says it has 24 paint with water and 12 coloring pages so that you can color. Now I'm going to try to find one of the here it shows you. This is going to be tough to show you. But here's how they show. You just add the water and it activates it. Let me see if I can find one of the pictures. Okay. This is one of the pictures. So, because over here, in here, it tells you if it's a paintbrush, then that means you paint with water. And the ones that you color with colored pencils have a pencil in here, so you know that that's not water activated. So yeah, I might try a few of these on this channel also, or maybe I could even do a short with it. I'm not sure yet. I'm just experimenting with things, so it's not all the same thing all the time. And you guys can comment and see if you would like a variety of stuff, new things that are coming out, and let me know. I'm up for anything. I'm up for a challenge. And believe me, this is a challenge for me. Anywho, thank you for watching the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave me a happy little comment. And I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.